This is take number 2, but you guys will never see take number 1. Mwahahaha. This is going to be a deck tech for a deck that I'm tweaking right now. So, little bit of minor tangential point before I go ahead and get started. Those of you that saw my Celestia aggro deck tech, I went 2 and 3 and dropped out of states because 2 and 3 I wasn't going anywhere. I lost all 3 of my rounds that I lost. I played against Jund, which was a big part of the field there. And my matchup against Jund was rather sketch. So, yeah, I got wrecked. Most of them in game 3. All 3 rounds I lost in game 3. Post sideboard was okay. But I didn't do so well. And so I'm a little disappointed. So I really want to step it up for the next big event, which is a Star City Games Super Invitational Qualifier, I believe, is the formal thing. And so I'm getting ready to start experimenting with this deck. By no means is this a custom deck that I designed. On the contrary, this was, I believe, designed mostly by Chapin. And so I'm fiddling with it right now to see if I like it. Right now I really like it. I just need to see if all the cards work for me. Specifically, there's a set of cards I don't like, so I want to see if I can find something to replace them. And this is where you guys come in. I found that having a playtest group or a group of people to bounce ideas off of is, well, extremely useful when it comes to Magic deck development and playtest. And so I figured, you know, there's a lot of people on YouTube. A lot of really smart people that know their stuff. So I figured, I'm going to post this video. If you want to leave a comment down below with suggestions, comments, concerns, anything at all, please let me know. Oh, also, sidetrack. I told this story in the previous take. I was kind of upset my Celestia deck did not do so well, because in Missouri, basically the same deck won. Missouri had fun states, by the way. They had an epic experiment deck hit the top 8, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to be playing that, though. It seems fun, but it seems super sketchy. Anyway, so it's Bant control, as you can probably tell from the title. Title's now down below. YouTube and they're changing things. Anyway, let's go ahead and go over the mana base. We've got 4 forests, 2 plains, 2 islands. Those of you will know, anytime I try and play a deck, I try and have the same art for all my lands so that they don't look any different, because I get distracted otherwise, because I'm a dork. Anyway, so we have also 4 hinterland harbors. Oh, also, this deck's full of proxies. If you guys saw something from my trade binder and see proxies here, send me a PM. Maybe we can trade. Okay, so 4 hinterlands, 4 glacials. You can see 3 are proxies. The singletons I pulled from my cube. 2 hollowed fountain. Playset of temple garden. 2 sun petals, and a singleton ghost porter. Good lands are running around this format. Kessig Wolf Run I saw very little in Jund, or in matches in general. Gavany Township's still very, very good. Moorland Haunt's fine. And so having a singleton ghost porter I think's okay. I gotta keep testing with it. Can't have more than 1 though, because the mana base does not allow for it. And now on to the actual spells. I'm playing nothing with convert mana cost 1. And we've got, for 4, playset of Azorius Charms. Still testing whether or not I want 4 or 3, since it's very easy to play around. It's something to keep in mind. We've got a playset of Farseeks, which is something I noticed about the Bant control decks. I played one at States that I just steamrolled because I had the nutty hand of swinging for 12 trample on turn 3, which does work. He didn't have a Wrath either. He had to hardcast Terminus after he was at 2 life, and then Celestia charmed at 2/2, and then he lost. So, but what I noticed is that their goal is to speed themselves up, as opposed to try and keep the other people slow, to an extent, of course. So that's what the playset of Farseeks are. I really like them in this deck, to be honest. We've got 2 Centaur healers. I want a main board because of zombies and other aggro decks. Next we have a singleton Oblivion Ring and 2 Detention Spheres. I'm just going to show these at the same time. The reason for this is Abrupt Decay I got wrecked by, just absolutely wrecked. O-ring a guy, and end of turn they would Abrupt Decay and let it go, and it's pretty good. Plus I like Detention Sphere more than Oblivion Ring against the token decks that are running around. Being able to get rid of a ton of tokens is solid. Next we have... So basically the goal of this deck is to play the 3 most powerful cards in Standard, as referenced by the article by Chapin, which I agree with, which are Restoration Angel, which I've got 4 of them. Oh, that's supposed to be not in order. Pardon. Things got organized. Anyway, top 3 cards. Restoration Angel. Holy cow, do I love this Jace. It's no Mind Sculptor, but seriously, this Jace does so much work. I mean, basically, going Jace mini factor fictioning, getting the best card or best 2 cards. Oftentimes, from testing, I've noticed, you know, you get to 4, you play them, and I, for some reason, always end up short lands, so they think they undervalue lands, which is good because they put land in a card that, you know, is marginally useful, and I get my land drop and have a spell to go with it. So Jace is really good. And then, I mean, the reason you play green in this deck, Thraggy. Thragtusk is real good. And Thragtusk with Restoration Angel it's so hard to come back from it. It's beautiful. Anyway, the card I had to skip over at the 4-drop slot is I've got a pair of Supreme Verdict. I complement those with, you'll see next, after the 2 Tamios, because I have an unnatural love for Tamio. 2 Terminus. I'm playing 2 Terminus, 2 Supreme Verdict. I really like Terminus. I'm contemplating 3 Terminus. Partially because I'm a luck sack, and every time I need it, I actually draw it. Then 2 Angel of Serenity. It's part of the finishers. Just very, very powerful card. And we've got a Singleton. Oh no, you didn't counterspell, I believe is what it's called. Oh wait, it's called Syncopate. I mean, if you look at the art, I mean, they've got the way that you can go, nuh-uh. Sorry, I'm never doing that ever again. And then the 2 cards that I'm very sketch about. Sphinx's Revelation. It's good. It's a good card. I'm not going to deny that. But I'm kind of hesitant on it for some reason. I don't know why. It seems like a good card, and I just cannot fathom why I don't like it. And the sideboard that I'm starting out with, I don't have a full sideboard yet, but I have a decent amount of cards that I like. I still need to test a little bit more. So I've got another Terminus in sideboard, which might be coming in main. 2 Ray of Revelation, which yes does get wrecked by Rancor, but I like the fact that you can do it. Your Erase is good, but it's more of a specific answer to Rancor in a single enchantment. Being able to have Ray of Revelation, I just found to be really useful, especially since I'm going to. If you guys want me to do a Judge, Jury, and Executioner on Oblivion Ring and Detention Sphere, because the way that works is you can put the Detention Sphere or Oblivion Ring trigger on the stack. So it entered the battlefield and the trigger's on the stack. While the trigger's still on the stack, you can Ray of Revelation your own Oblivion Ring, destroying the Oblivion Ring. The trigger's still on the stack, so any permanent you exile stays exiled. They can't destroy your Oblivion Ring. So that's something else I like about it. Plus, the flashback means there are no enchantments, so opposing Detention Spheres, opposing Oblivion Rings, opposing... There's a few token decks running around, so any of the Anthem effects are good to get rid of. What was the other big enchantment that was a little bit rough? I can't recall specifically. Dead weight typically is a kill spell more than anything else. Anyway, here's where the control aspect comes in. It's more on the sideboard. Double negate, double dissipate. Any sideboard, I think, currently that is playing white should have 2 Rest in Peace. And then the other 2 Centaur Healers against those aggro matchups. And I'm still fiddling with... Right now I don't have much stuff in sideboard against control. So I need to do that. So if you get, well, I mean, apart from counter spells, but if you guys have suggestions, feel free to let me know. Hopefully you guys